Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy Moi-BoyGaming here, aka Hispanic Gamer, and welcome today to another video. And I got some story for you guys. So yeah, let's get into this chicken tenders. So this actually happened about at least maybe I'm gonna say 2 summers ago, during the middle of summer, and I was just going around, around my neighborhood. You know me, it's your boy, and yeah, that's about it. I'm just going around, being an emo kid, going around the bike, feeling like I'm a part of this some really edgy, skater punk kind of, rebellious punk rock kind of music video. Me going around a bike, listening to some Aiden. You guys might know Aiden, the band. They're pretty cool. Their free self-titled album is amazing, and I just recently downloaded it at the time, and it was great the first time I heard it. And yeah. I was going around and I went to this certain alleyway, which actually I go around this alleyway pretty often. I don't really go like literally to it, but I go past it a lot, a couple of times. And it is actually around my neighborhood, so it's kind of really hard to avoid it, to be honest. But I was there and I was just a little bit of alleyway, in the middle of the alleyway, taking a break. And no, there was no dangerous people. This was in the middle of broad daylight, so yeah, there was nothing gonna go happen. Nothing was gonna happen to me. It was pretty cold that day, but I could bear it. It's me. I'm a tough kid. I might be weak a lot. I might be scrawny. Well, I'm not scrawny actually. I'm actually really fat, but I might be weak and chubby. But I can still hold on to a couple of things. I can hold on to a lot of things, basically. I can hold on to a lot of burdens, but some things are stronger than others. Hence me, being a crybaby most of the time, because there's a lot of strong stuff going on in my life. Yeah, but that's not really important right now. But the importance is what this video is about. So I stopped at this alleyway, and I don't know if a lot of people have this. I don't know if anyone else has this out in the country where their house. It's like this little hallway, at least not a hallway, but it's like inside, and it's like this little passageway that connects your front lawn to your backyard. It's just like a little thing that most people have. I know apartment complexes have this little spot where it's like next to your building and the neighbor's building. I'm not really sure people and other people have those. But yeah, these kids did. So there was these kids that was in the front porch, and I stopped right in front of them, and I just I stand here to take a break, and I'm on my phone, a little bit, and I see them walking up, and then I hear them say a lot. I hear them say some things. They're probably just like, "Oh, bro, can I try your bike, man? Can I try your bike?" Or they'll be like, "That's a cool bike, bro." Or they'll be like, "Hey, bro, what you doing out here?" They spoke a lot like that. So yeah, I really didn't understand what they were saying. So I paused my music, and I took a second, and he was like, "Give it back, bro, give it back." I'm like, what is he talking about? Is he talking about his friends, or is he making a joke? Um, but he's just like, "Hey, bro, that's my bike, man." And then he comes up to me, and I'm just like, "What?" He's like, "That's my bike, bro." And I'm like, "Nah, man, no, it isn't." And I actually said this so that way he could back off. I had to lie a little bit, and I said I was just like, "Nah, man, this is my bike." 300. It was like $300 and an extra three. Like no, it was like $200 and an extra 300 for the new chain. And I realized it was actually, if you guys can look it up, it was a what was it? I think, yeah, it was a Kent ambush. Yeah, it was a Kent BMX ambush, and this bike, it was I really don't know how to say this. It was really dusty. It is extremely dusty. Like, you look dusty doesn't really describe how dusty this thing was. I did not take the time to actually get the dust off of the entire BMX bike entirely. So yeah, that was a pretty fun thing to do. It was a pretty fun thing to do, to go around and have dust particles fly off as I go faster and faster. But it's one more of a whatever. But yeah, it turns out that it's just one little lie. One big little lie that I realized. It was a thing. Yeah. Alright, nothing being weird. But yeah, I actually lied. I didn't know that. But it's one of the most cheapest Walmart bikes you can buy. And I did not know that. But I actually did own it. My aunt gave it to me when I was a little kid, and so I've had it for years, and I never really got to manage to learn how to ride it until I was like at least 13 to 14 years old. And yeah, I taught myself obviously, and I'm surprised that my chubby body can stay onto the bike or not break it. But yeah, it does actually hurt after a while. The seat kind of hurts, but that's what you get for being a big, heavy, chunky boy. So he comes over to me. He's like, "Bro, that is my bike." And I'm like, after hearing that a couple times, I'm just like, you know what, dude? If you can prove it to me that it's your bike, I'll let you have it. And he's like, all right, cool, bro. My mom's here. And I'm like, all right, go get your mom. And then there's this guy. I believe I probably was his brother or something inside the house, and the windows were open. And he was out looking outside the window. And then I was just like, hey, bro, right there, that's my bike. He's like, yeah, bro, that's his bike, bro. Give it back. And he was like aggressive about it. I'm like, oh, jeez, okay. And then she's like, see, bro, there's my bike. And I'm like, you said you're gonna get your mom. He's like, go get your mom. He's like, I can't. He's like, why not? He's like, what does he say? He's like, cause she ain't here. And he's like, I'm like, all right, so go get your mom. I'm like, not get your mom. Go get your dad. He's just like, I can't get my dad. He's like, no. He's like, well, what are we gonna do? He's like, my dad's here. He's like, all right, go get your dad. He's like, I can't. He's like, why? Because he doesn't know I have the. He doesn't know I have the bike. I immediately knew fool right there that he was lying, and there was no way this was a coincidence because he constantly keeps on going saying, "Oh, my mom's here." Now he doesn't say. Now he says his mom's here. He's like, "Oh, my mom's here," but now she's not. And then that's when he goes, "Well, I mean, maybe like I got my dad," and he's like, "But my dad doesn't know I have the bike." And I understand if he doesn't know he has the bike, so I can give him a pass on that. But since he said that full well his mom isn't here, that just easily just tells that he was lying because he said that his mom was there. So I just assumed, yeah, this kid's lying. So it's just like, you know what, dude? Since you can't prove it's yours, then it's my bike. And he's like, bro, give it back my bike, bro, give it back my bike. And I kept on going forward, and I started riding it. But I could hear him getting closer and closer. So what I didn't want to do was push me off and have these kids ambush me, because it wasn't just one kid; it was just a couple of kids. And yeah, he ended up, giving up and called me, ugly. He's like, ugly, eh? I'm trying to be family friendly. I'm not trying to get demonetized. And he was just like, ugly, eh? And I'm like, boy. Basically, I did kind of threaten him a little bit, but I wasn't just like aggressively like, bro, I'm gonna knock you out, bro. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your family. I'm gonna slit your throat. No, I'm not cruel. But I did basically in a way just said I'm gonna beat him up with just extra words, but I wouldn't actually hurt him. I wasn't too aggressive. I was just like, I'm gonna knock you out, basically. Like, you call me ugly again, I'm gonna knock you out. That's pretty much what I said, which I'm not going to. I just said it so he can back off. But yeah. Eventually I go home and I tell my friends about it, tell my mom about it, and she was just like, that's just a trap. And I'm just like, yeah, that's why I came home with the bike. But yeah, I didn't let that stop me though. I did ride my bike a couple times out here. But I ended up getting that sensation of like, you know what, man, I'm just tired, and that kind of wore me out, so I'm just gonna go inside. So yeah, I went inside, and my bike is with me to this day. It's a really cheap bike, and I'm really glad I still have it because it's helped me out last summer, or at least this summer, and it really helped me out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please leave me a like and a comment. You don't have to like me, you don't have to comment me, and you don't certainly have to subscribe to me. But if you want to, go ahead, and I support you. That's all, guys. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all in another video. Peace out. I love you all to death. Goodbye.